So 2 weeks ago, I was sick and I could not really function at all. And I still needed my Age of Empires fix. So I was going through some Age things online and went to AoE2.net. And on AoE2.net, there's this little chat bar. And usually people are just complaining about how they thought the person they lost to was hacking there. There's not really great conversation. And there are these two people arguing in the AoE2.net chat box. And normally I ignore it. And then there was one user, and all he said was, attacking is scary. All I do is defend. And the user's name, was iSit. And it was so funny. And there was a game which doesn't work anymore because I think it was before a patch. It was on Arena, and it was 4 hours, and literally all he did was defend. There was not a single offensive move, and I couldn't cast it because it was sick. Anyways, if I can get that game to YouTube, maybe we'll do some type of a goal to get that up. Here we have the Legend of iSit, and iSit is 600 elo, and again, is very, very defensive. There's nothing offensive from this player from what I know, okay? So I've not seen this game. It's on migration, but I did see iSit plays a lot of migration for some reason. So maybe there's some strat that iSit wants to go for. And, excuse me, iSit always plays to the Spanish. And here we have Freja, who I believe is actually playing an online game right now, if you look at AV2.net, who is a low elo legend around 650, 700 elo, who always picks Scots. And the map is migration, so eventually you want to transport to this big island in the center to get access to gold and stone and whatnot. Is it possible to ever win without attacking? You basically have to outlast the opponent's energy levels, or make sure the opponent gets frustrated. It is possible, but if the other person continues to try, it can lead to very long games. So, but is that not hilarious though? The fact that a player who only plays defense and is too, and I quote, attacking is too scary, is named iSit. I love that name. There's so many other names that could have been chosen, but there's something about iSit which is just so cute to me. You know, the goal on this map is to eventually expand, like I said, but with that, since you don't have boars, you should make a lumber camp, and then you should chop wood, and then you can make a dock, and then you can make fishing ships. But something tells me these guys are so low elo, they don't really understand that. And how important that can be, so they're just kind of going to be probably just going to stay here and eventually figure out there's a transport ship. iSit is basically playing Stronghold in AoE2. Oh, that's a great comparison. Yeah. Man, we need to, now that I'm feeling better, we need to do another Stronghold stream. I still have campaigns of Stronghold I need to complete. To the people who've emailed me and like commented on some videos saying they missed the Stronghold stuff, thanks for that. I would like to do some Roller Coaster Tycoon as well, but let me get back into like let me have a solid week of Age before we start to think about deviating too much, because it has been a while. Lumber camp's not too bad here. It's not great, but it's not too bad. This lumber camp's also pretty good. There's the mill for iSit. And currently iSit is sitting with 11 villagers on berries, which is pretty crazy. But again, the thing is, since there's no boars, best thing you can do is get a dock up and chop a bunch of wood and just spam fishing ships. Instead of just having 19 villagers, iSit, who actually has done a really good job not idling his TC compared to Blue. But instead of having just 20 eco, you could be looking at upwards of 30 with a few docks and fishing ships. We will see a dock over here from Freja.
Yeah.
And cute little houses here on the backside. Cool, cool, cool. So Twitch chat, what's your elo? I'm not trying to call you out or give you an opportunity to pat yourself on the back. Just genuinely curious. If you don't play online, that's fine too.
People are too open.
All right, the person saying 3,000 probably only plays against the AI. All right, we've got 1,400, 1,200. My girlfriend's in chat, and she just said 17. Babe, you're definitely worse than that. You're definitely worse than 17 Elo, based on your game knowledge. Unranked, 780, 950, 1150, 11... Okay,
Hello
cool.
T90. Good to have you back.
On a completely unrelated note,
But then he wouldn't resign.
I believe Lorena and I are finished now. So, ladies, I'm back on the market. I shouldn't have made that joke. I'm sorry. All right. There's the dock for blue. And we'll see... I mean, blue's making a fishing ship. I'm happy. As long as the dock actually... As long as the fishing ship goes to a fish... Yeah! That is really nice. And the good thing about making fishing ships as a noob is you don't need to pay attention to it. Just click it there, and they'll find more fish. Not bad, not bad, not bad. I'm really curious how you play defensive on this map. How on earth do you play defensive on migration? That's the whole concept behind this iSit player. He plays a lot of arena. Arena I get.
My Elo is 0.
But how is he just gonna fortify his island and just sit there forever? I don't know. Okay, I've been thinking about this for many months, and I've said this before. But how many of you guys think it'd be super fun if they had some maps in ranked have regicide? First off, I think it's absolutely criminal that they would put Fortress in the ranked queue and not Regicide Fortress, because Regicide Fortress is how Fortress has always been played with Age of Empires. But I think it'd be cool, and it make it bannable, right? Like, people who don't want to play a certain map could ban it. I think it'd be really cool to have some Regicide. Especially for low Elo Legends. Can you imagine? Like, the King Snipes? I mean, for noobs, it must be incredible. So, yeah, just have one map, each map pool, that happens to combine Regicide. I think it would spice things up a lot. So, I don't know. I don't think the devs really care or listen to me at all, but...
Thanks for the
devs,
dinner content today.
if this week
Looks
you
like
really
the
want to take my
missus didn't
suggestions,
figure out
that
my
would be
lack of
awesome.
awesomeness just yet. D.
Thank you, DeLuca. Thank you, Minnesota Twins Fanatic. Thank you, Pete Wheeler. Thank you, Colt. It's been so cool, man, to be just, like, physically out of it for a few weeks, but also just mentally dejected and struggling, and then have everyone show up today, and it's just such a positive place and so fun, and this is what I live for, man. So thank you, guys. Okay, so 2 villagers and a scout leave a transport ship. The villagers go the direction of the transport ship, and the scout goes another direction. And I'm waiting for the punchline for this joke. I'll eventually think of one. But now a wolf has entered the joke, and I wasn't expecting that. Barracks. Well, blue is goths. And blue... What the... Yo, blue just scouted with a fishing ship? What a pro. And the other fishing ship isn't working, so that's not so pro. But on high-level migration, sometimes it is... And even on islands, which you might have seen if you followed Hidden Cup, scouting with a fishing ship to see where the enemy has docked is a play. Okay, so iSit, the player who is scared of attacking, is moving out to make a lumber camp. So you can see the difference already. One player, 15 minutes in, making 2 barracks. This player likes blood, likes to kill people. And then red is like, well, you know, we're going to run out of trees here. So we might as well chop the mainland trees. No fishing ships. I guess that's kind of an idea. Kind of a strategy. Devs don't listen to T90. Last time you did that, you removed the DM ladder. That was not my fault. I specifically said that it was criminal that there was no Empire Wars available on Ranked when we've had 3 or 4 different Red Bull Wololo Empire War tournaments. And that if the devs actually cared about being a good esport, that they should have implemented that. And then they announced the very next freaking day they were going to implement Empire Wars, but remove Deathmatch. Should have kept Deathmatch and implemented Empire Wars. But I assume that they don't have the capabilities, and they had to do one or the other. So, Also, chat, if we could get a collective, everyone just say haha. For all the people who have made hot tub stream jokes over the last 3 hours, And all people who will make T90, why are you not doing a hot tub stream joke over the next 3 months or 3 years? All right, just let's get the laughter out, just out in front of it. Woo! Funny. Oh man. Okay, so Red's kind of just scouting out right now. I think this is auto scout. Is it me or did Red research Town Watch? Or not Town Watch, sorry. Oh no, Town Watch is exactly what I meant. Blue has killed the... Blue... Holy spearmen, bro!
Yeah.
Blue is making a bunch of spearmen. I don't know if Blue saw Red scout or what. Okay, well, could pay attention to it, could see it. And then wants to make a tower here to control this area. Castle Age now for iSit. Who again, I don't know too much about the player. I only saw that one game that I sped through, but said attacking is scary. I only play defense. Attacking is scary. I only play defense. I can at the very least remember the times when running into the fog of war, not knowing what would be out there was anxiety inducing. Maybe type a 1 in chat if you understand that, especially when you don't have a good understanding on the game and you'd go into this fog and then you'd find something, be like, oh, and you just like a little scary. Okay, 4 villagers. No. This is how you're gonna sit? No. How do you even do this on this map? How? You don't even have anything to protect yet.
Monday?
Okay. So iSit is stonewalling here. Stonewalling here. It's time to set some boundaries, all right? There's been too much attacking lately. Need to set some boundaries. You stay on your side of the wall, and I stay on my side of the wall. Oh, boy. Blue spotted this.
Hey, sir.
Blue spotted this. That's not going to be good. Red scout hit the tower. Blue's going for the tower approach. Okay, well, I mean, normally I wouldn't say spearman rush is a thing. But 11 spearmen versus 2 villagers. The spearmen are going to win. Especially when the vills don't have loom. iSit has made it to Castle Age. Blue can't afford it because he made so many spearmen. But these villagers are now going to die. What's the plan then? Okay. So the first wall was just a diversion. It was just a distraction technique. So this wall could go up. I see. Is loom in? You guys said loom is in? I always get confused with in Capture Age. I don't think loom is in. Here, the wolf's gone down to the scout. What's blue doing over here? Oh, beautiful farming eco. Okay. Says 40 HP. Oh, it does say 40 HP there. I don't know why I can't see things sometimes. This villager's still alive, and now blue's coming over this way. What? Okay. And, I mean, blue knew the lumber camp was there. Whoa, red quick-walled. What? And now this villager is still alive.
Monday?
And blue is just kind of stuck over here. And I guess you can consider this a third of the island. There's not much wood over here, but you have... Red has secured some resources. As red is just not doing anything else except walling. Oh no! Wait, blue's gonna go around. Attacking is scary. All I do is defend, is what iSit said. I would never have known about this player if it wasn't for him typing on AOE2.net. Okay, here comes blue. He's probably clicked behind the wall. He's gonna kill the Vil.
See?
And then red. Oh my! Blue is just passing, and now red is like he's going to the other side of the wall, and now suddenly red has 2 villagers on this side of the wall and can still do stuff. And now where are these? Where's this villager going? There's the transport ship over here. Oh wow! I didn't realize he had more than one. Okay. Blue is trapped. The walls weren't for me. They were for you. Okay, and now the villager's safe. And Blue is just looking. Blue is so confused right now. He's like, what? I swear there was something over here. Okay, Red's gonna make more walls. I don't really understand that one. I mean, Blue can just make more spearmen. That seems to be the play. If you're wondering about this blue dot, it's just a fishing ship. And Blue is soon in Castle Age. So I think we'll see pikemen. We might see a castle drop too. I just don't see how you can play defense on this map and have any success. You have to kill stuff. You have to take map control. All right, this is Blue's point of view. Red is quick walling this. I don't know if Blue can see that, but there's parts of it that if he was looking, he could see and maybe deny. He moved these spearmen over. Meanwhile, at Red's economy, he's not creating any villagers, and he's creating villas. What a beast! What a beast! All right, and then Blue is making a second town center, but Blue, I feel like this is the wrong spot for it. I feel like this is where the TC should be, but don't let me tell you how to live your life. All right. Don't let me tell you how to live your life, as the pikeman upgrade will eventually be in. And a castle behind the wall, which is just so ridiculous. Like, how did we arrive to a point where this castle's actually going up? But okay. And we're going to see more villagers go through the transport. And you can fit 5 in each transport ship, so there's no room for him. But there is another transport ship, and more villagers are going to go over. Now, 8 military units from Blue are completely trapped. Oh! Wait a second. Wait a second. The wall is going down. That's funny. Okay, so these 3 pikemen missed their friends. So they're now attacking this piece of wall, and they're actually doing a pretty decent job. Goth infantryman. Oh, wow. A moon sailing transport ship. And Red is going to go where with these new villagers? Here. Guess the castle will complete there. Blue's brain is just completely broken when it comes to transports. He could have looped that around, right? But, like, forget about that. Blue, don't click all the walls. You can now pass through. You can just walk through now. You don't need to keep ting-ting-tinging the walls. This is such a weird game, man. This is such a weird game. I don't know if I'm excited for the rest of it or terrified. A town center now. Okay. Well, that's actually a really good idea. Because then you can populate the main island. Blue, I guess in theory, everything's going to be safe here, but he actually made a lot of houses. And I really like his base layout. It's pretty cute. But, yeah, I mean, Blue's got the eco lead. Okay, he's dropping a castle here now. Yeah, this is fine for Blue. It would have cracked me up if Red went for fortified wall right when he saw the walls were going down. We know that Goths are all about pikemen. But when I saw iSit play with Spanish on that arena game, iSit did not make offensive conquistadors. With these resources, it's conquistador city, typically. Just conquistador, conquistador, conquistador. But instead, he's going to go imp and not make a single conquistador. Okay, and here comes Blue, who saw this wall go up and now sees the castle. And now Blue's like, I can't do anything about that. Is he going to attack this wall? It worked the first time. Is he going to attack this wall too? I would laugh if Red, like, makes a gate and then drops a castle on this side or something. Okay, Red's going to chop wood instead. Blue doesn't really know what to do, but at the same time, Blue is better economy. So, I think that much is good for blue right now. And blue, if he were to just have the golden come, which he's working on, could go up to imp. And military is better than no military. I don't know if you guys knew that, so that's the way the game should be played. As he's getting gold mining, okay, he's thinking, I need to go imp. I know there's a castle there. I could maybe treb it down. And then for iSit, who is just sitting, he has not attacked anything at all this game. Thus the name. He's going to be an imp, but I don't know what he'll do. Is there a university? I was thinking bombard towers everywhere. iSit has not attacked a single thing, correct, chat? Well, I mean, his TC and his castle fire worked. But that's not really, you know, that's not really under his control. Okay, so true to his name so far, which is why I kind of wanted to show you guys this player. I mean, first I thought it was cute when iSit said attacking is scary. And then I looked at iSit's profile and I was like, wait a second, something's going on here. Okay, so blue just sold a lot of stone. Maybe blue can mine more stone and more gold all over here. It's not like red has that much control.
I love you so much it hurts sometimes.
I love you so much it hurts sometimes. Master Macintosh, right back at you. It is incredibly difficult to love you and thus painful. I'm kidding. Pancake, thank you. Ethan, thank you. Dairy Big and Sergeant Mez. Appreciate you guys. University. Oh, I know what we... Scout, move out of the way. I know what we might see. Wait a second. iSit is Swedish?
Love the content.
Really? Because Fatslop is also Swedish. What are they feeding people in Sweden? Okay, so there's the university. I'm thinking fortified. Fortified wall because blue has been attacking this wall over here. Not going to work this time, buddy. Good luck. It's going to take you that much longer now. And then what's after that? Ballistics and then chemistry. Blue still has the very offensive fishing ship. Trying to fish through the enemy fish population. And affect their economy. Blue has 25 military. And that's important because he actually fights.
Yeah.
And I could imagine blue will make trebs.
GGMU.
I just don't see... And someone was asking this earlier. I just do not see how red can possibly win this game. Like, how do you win if you don't do anything with military? Now, that really long arena game, he made defensive bombard cannons. Like, he makes defensive military, but he never pushes out. That's the whole concept, right? He never goes for, like, raids or anything. So I'm thinking he might go for bombard cannons and onagers and things behind the walls. Good eco upgrades, though, for red. Not bad. Blue making barracks on his island now. I mean, eventually there will be no trees left here, no stone, no gold, and then all these villagers will need to be transported over.
The 40th would happen on Low Elo Legend Day, wouldn't it?
Yes, it would.
Fallen as a people.
Varian, what's up? Varian, deep down inside, you are in love with Low Elo Legends, all right? My girlfriend's having a conversation with someone in chat, and she just said, I'm bomb at those Lego games on PlayStation/Xbox, but I doubt T90 would like that. Did you just brag about being good at Lego games? That's the girl I'm dating? That's your flex? It's not Low Elo Legends anymore. It's Low Lego Legends. Let's go. Yes, because it's true. Okay. All right. Uh-oh. Oh, look! He didn't even get the conversion, and he goes right back to the castle.
Lego Batman 2.
Yo! What a play. We could see more conversions here. Blue's still trying to break out of this trap. Now, if red lures it a second time, I'm gonna lose my mind. It should be just be conversions, right? Yeah, there you go. Oh my god! Oh my god! He's luring it to the castle again. And I guess monks are the best way to do it because monks can like they can convert from distance. All right, let's see if try it again. Oh god. I'm just thinking how many pikemen can blue make because we're going to be here a while. If this is all red does to win the game, there's a lot more pikemen coming. Well, red still is going to die, man. He's got to make military. Here comes blue. We haven't seen a bombard cannon. We're gonna see a castle here. It seems like a good idea. But, oh, house wall. What a beast. Okay, monks will probably actually convert this time. Because red is probably distracted. But blue will have trebs over here. And I think this is where the game has to end, right? Does he write in the in-game chat? I've never seen him type anything in-game. The only thing that I ever saw from him was on AOE2.net where he said, I only defend because attacking is scary.
Hope you feel better.
He has 4,000 gold. Like, if you could win with a wonder, then maybe there's a chance. But you cannot win with wonder or relic victory in ranked games. But this is a recorded game, so I would be able to see the chat if the players were to type to each other. As you see blue getting... What? Why won't it show? Oh, he's got another one. Anarchy, and then Elite Huskarl. What's the plan here, Red? I wanted to show people your stuff. Trebs. Huh, so is he just going to use trebs to take out blue's trebs? Is that possible? Again, bombard cannons would have done it already.
Similarity between the fishing ship of blue and the walls of red. It doesn't move.
Alright. So he's using trebs against trebs right now. He's running low on stone to keep that castle alive. He's sending more villagers over. I don't think red will think ahead in terms of buying stone. Blue has 74 military, and he's currently researching two-handed swordsman. This can't be possible, right? Is he gonna... Oh! Oh my... And the castle stands, people! The castle stands! And the tower's now gonna go down. And blue has all this infantry, and he can't do anything with it right now. Now, remember earlier, I think blue is really struggling to realize that he can transport around on this map. But iSit continues to sit, and blue is probably like, well, what the crap do I do then? There's walls everywhere. I can't move my crap. All right, so he's gonna make trebs now. White Hun 14 says, come on, make conquistadors. Conquistadors is an offensive choice. iSit likes to sit, all right? Please do not try and tell iSit how to live his life. iSit likes to sit. iSit does not like to attack. You might have just got here, but that's the whole point of the whole reason we're watching this player right now. Now, maybe he'll make conquistadors for defense. I mean, I'm not going to judge him. It's a good move. If you still want to camp it out, you can still do that. But instead, he's getting architecture. And, I mean, for blue, he's just got to bust through the walls. You know, petards would actually be a really good play here. Make 5 or 6 petards and just go through one area of the wall. And for a player who only sits back defensively, I'm really surprised that red does not wall more. Because he's going to make docks now.
Did you know Sito has a brother who's
Huh.
a professional Call of Duty player?
Is he going to make cannon galleons? And completely surround the enemy from this side, maybe? Right. Stone mining tech on the way. To mine more stone to repair more castles, I think. And the Trebs are pulling around for red. I think he pulled the villagers over by mistake. He's still a low Elo Legend, right? There's going to be aspects of his play that are not perfect. And you see the repairs coming in now, but I think it might be too little too late here. The cat... Oh my... Wait, did blue change target? Okay, blue's going after the walls now. So blue is really getting frustrated by this. And he's uncertain. He thought about hitting the wall, and now he's hitting the castle again. Maybe he misclicked. It's hard to say. Loses one of the two Trebs. And is gonna lose the next one, too. I actually feel so bad for blue. He's so close to taking out this castle again. Oh, but this is actually going to be tough for red to deal with. Because now, blue is attacking the piece of fortified wall. And red's got to reposition his Trebs. And if blue just continues to do that and makes one gap, he can run right through. And the quote that I saw from iSit, which is what made me look at his games, was the quote where he said, "I only defend attacking is scary." And blue has now created a gap. Okay, blue can run through there. Blue should have just won the game with that, I think.
I played Age of Empires 2 with my feet. They were
think.
Elo Legends.
Unless red has some crazy ability to quick wall. Yeah, good job from blue. I'm actually really proud of him because I feel like I could sense his frustration there as red is now going to make more wall. What the? And blue's packing up the Trebs. Blue's packing up the Trebs to go after the castle now. Well, that's still fine, I guess. It's still fine. He could still take out that piece of wall. Okay, never mind. Red's just going to make a new one. But he could still take out the castle at least. And the situation is still dire for iSit. As he's now getting murder holes, realizing that maybe the enemy's going to break through. Now, I'm still curious what will happen with these docks. I don't know if I've ever seen a player have this many resources in the bank. Looks like red has gone home now. We haven't seen anything come out of the docks yet. Red is just playing wall builders at this point, which is an actual scenario. It's a classic scenario where you just run away from enemy military and just make walls. Maybe that's how iSit likes to play. Okay. Cannon Galleon and War Galley. Spanish cannon galleons are absolutely insane. But blue... what happens from here? Okay. Considering this is super low elo, there's a possibility that blue clears out everything red has on the middle island, and then red controls the water, and the game is a genuine stalemate. Because blue doesn't have a need to make navy right now. Because he doesn't have to. He's got a massive military lead. He's taking out castles. You know, he can... If he breaks through, red is dead in the middle. So, I'm thinking... If red makes like 70 cannon galleons and just surrounds, we're going to have Trebs attacking cannon galleons for 3 hours. Okay. Red is badly housed and has sent more villagers across. I mean, again, if you needed reminders, red is not the fastest player. Neither is blue, to be honest, but blue is just able to... Blue's not looking at eco or anything. It's just try and break through, try and win the game. I mean, blue is through. At any moment now, blue is through. It took a lot of trebuchets to accomplish it, but blue is through, and now red is going to go back. Oh, this is why he made the extra layer. Okay. But red, you're killing me now. Like, it seems like you have a game plan, but where are your houses? Where are your conquistadors? Still not one offensive move in this game from iSit. Who wins games? Sometimes. Oh, God. Don't let him in. Uh-oh. Okay, there you go. You're good. Oh, no, you're not. Never mind.
T90, when
Oh,
is
yes, you are.
skydiving happening?
No, you're not. Yes, you are. Okay, you can leave now. No, you're not. Yes, you are. No, you're not. Yes, you are. No, you're not. Stop it. Leave it closed. Okay. Time to fall back. Gotta add the walls there. This castle's gonna go down. Red still does not understand the need to build houses. You know, I didn't look into this player too much. It is very possible that a player who never wants to make any offensive military is also the type of player who will not resign until his last unit is killed. So prepare yourselves for that possibility, because that just dawned on me. And the monks are just going to heal up the villagers for now. Okay. Okay, here we go. Red's had a moment to think. Red was probably very stressed. If those are trade cogs... Oh my god! He's queued up trade cogs. He doesn't understand the game too much. And he doesn't really know what the things are. And it looks kind of cool.
Just arrived.
So he's clicked Elite Cannon Galleon and a bunch of trade cogs. Now, there is an enemy dock. So, as Blue is making... Okay, Blue's starting to make stuff on water. Blue, you do not need 20 transport ships. My guess is Blue doesn't know that you can research careening, which gives you more space in your transport ships. So Blue's thinking a little bit about water. Red is doing the same. Red is now thinking about houses, too. Oh, that's cute. Look at how he placed the houses. Well, good news. You're going to have trade cogs soon, Red. As Red just makes new gates every time one goes down. It's so annoying, dude.
See?
It's just like the audacity to just sit here with one villager and just make more walls as they have 10 trebuchets is ridiculous. The fact that it even somewhat works is ridiculous. Then again, Blue's a little distracted, I think, by some of these things right now. He's trying to focus on loading up things on water. Oh, does have careening. Because he has... Okay. I don't know if... Whatever the next tech is, I don't know if Gods get that. Give you more space. Okay. I feel like if iSit is going to sit, iSit should play Portuguese. And just make Fetorias and just... There's the fleet of trade cogs. Don't make any more of those. And he's not. Okay, so he's going for elite cannon galleons. And... Oh, don't delete him. No! No! Oh, God. At least try and trade with something. All right. Well, nobody saw that. Cannon galleons on the way. Meanwhile, these villagers are dying. The Trebs are on the move. Probably could have transported some of these villagers away before it, it got really bad. But it's also possible that iSit could have made a conquistador or, any military. And iSit is now, true to himself, going to try and wall his villagers in. Whoa! Wait a second. Blue, don't go this way. I'm really curious how Red wants to wall this. Don't ruin his masterpiece. Okay. Whatever section of the island can be walled, iSit's going to find it. And iSit's going to wall it. And iSit's going to fail. And iSit's going to die. And Blue just clicked that wall piece. Yeah, but... Okay, Red's going to lose everything now. Remember what I mentioned before? And guys, I promise you, I never saw this game before. Even though this has the making of an absolutely legendary game, I promise you, I've not seen this. Okay? I actually think that Red's going to have, with those resources, Red's going to have like 60 Spanish cannon galleons. And he's just going to surround everything. And it's going to be impossible. Well, not impossible, but it's going to be very difficult for Blue to win the game. Now, that said, Blue should go fast fire ship and Blue should be fine, but Blue is a 210 pop. So that's your max population. He would have to delete some of his 134 army. So I guess technically this is attacking. And look at those cannon galleons. Oh my goodness. You never see this. You never get to see Spanish cannon galleons. You don't get to see Spanish picked on water maps and tournaments. But my goodness, man, they fire so fast. And a lot of you watching right now might not know about Spanish cannon galleons. I think you just deleted another trade cog. Spuds, does this happen to me in a community game? Oh, that's probably the only time that we really have seen them, yeah. Meanwhile, Blue is making more transport ships, but okay, starting to make war galleys, which is the right play. Doesn't have any blacksmith upgrades, though, which is a concern.
3 months already. Time sure flies by.
And let's see what happens.
And thanks for the stream smile.
Blue is probably really confused by this. I mean, Blue's at max pop, right? So you feel like you've done everything. You have the resources. Blue is just working on taking out what's left of the walls in the middle for Red as Red is looping around. Now, the thing is, Fast Fire is actually the go-to against Galleon, which is what Blue is getting. So the composition on water is just way better. There's no way that what Blue has right now can beat Red. Red could win this. Okay, let's start off by taking out houses. Wow, man, these things are so insane to watch. How many is that? It's got 16. Doesn't have any relics, but neither does Blue. Blue's going to lose the transport ships now. Blue's going to continue to lose houses. This is nuts, man. And Blue's trying. Like, Blue recognizes I need water control, but Blue is a low Elo Legend, and Blue doesn't have pop space. Blue is housed because the houses went down. And the Fast Fires are taking everything out. The Trebs here, Blue feels like that's his only option. And that's not going to work. Maybe in some weird world it could work against regular cannon galleons, but Spanish elite cannon galleons, there's no way. Look at that. Alps might be your best option. They're going to get destroyed. I think what this might come down to is who gets frustrated the most. Oh! And it might be Blue! He tried to take out the docks and he didn't realize there'd be more cannon galleons. What is this strategy, man? And anything that's remotely near the shoreline will get taken out, which means the barracks will get taken out, the castles will get taken out. I think all 3 castles will go down. Certainly, like, a lot of the eco that Blue has will go down. This is sick! This is so sick! And iSit, to the person asking, does play Migration a lot and always has Spanish. So this could be considered an offensive move, certainly, as the transport ships go down. I mean, it's good that Blue made houses back here. I'll say that much. But for the most part, iSit was just kind of chilling out. And Blue doesn't know what to do. Forget Conquistadors, forget Champions, forget Rams, forget Paladins, forget Fletching, forget Blacksmiths, forget Wheelbarrow, forget it all. Imagine losing to a person who did not research any of the things I just mentioned. Blue now is dockless, but could still try. There's still lots of... Like, this comes down to determination. There's lots of different areas where you could dock. And, I guess it's also an invitation for Red to come back on the land. Right? He could control the water and then just come right back onto the island.
Shame in losing to Nikath.
Here, we're going to see the TC go down and probably all the villagers after that. Man, there's something so satisfying about these cannon galleons. I'm loving this. I wish this was a little more meta because it is really fun to watch. Somehow the villagers are surviving these shots. What the? Hello? How are these villagers alive? There we go. Finally, some villagers are dying. That's all I wanted was a little death. But this guy... Okay. He was a beast earlier. Okay. 2 of the 3 castles went down. This castle should be in range as well. And when Blue made these castles, they were perfect before. Still has military here. Gonna go over to get stone to get more castles. I like it. Red. This is the eco that red is working with currently. Not a single villager on gold. Not a single villager on stone. Does have some wood and does have some food. So, again, blue, his way back is navy. Or they're just going to sit like this forever. So I think blue's going to have to get some docks up. And there's still plenty of opportunities. But when every move you make is being spotted by cannon galleons and you're 600 elo, there's got to be a level of frustration. You see the score. I mean, there's just a lot of things that
Growing up, my
hurt you
father
here.
always said, the best offense is an aggressive Spanish cannon galleon defense. Blue forced the aggressive defense. He attacked red's walls.
Okay, looks like your father knew what he was talking about. I think blue is going to get so disheartened by this, blue's going to quit. That's my prediction here. Look, everything that he has is shifting towards the middle of the island. He doesn't know what to do. It's like, you thought you had me surrounded. No, I have you surrounded. iSit's walls in the center were just 300 IQ to lower blue into land military. So then he could surround that land military with cannon galleons. What in the world? This is actually... I don't know if brilliant is really fair because it's 600 elo. But this is actually a 6 strat. Wow. The blues trebs. They would be able to take out a cannon galleon. But you have to pay attention to your trebs. And you have to click it. And it's not easy to do that. And I don't know what blue's doing right now. But certainly not paying attention to the trebs. But making more of them. Which is not a good sign. I don't know what to title this if it eventually goes to YouTube. Like, The Legend of iSit is quite fitting in some ways, but I feel like we also need to see... This doesn't necessarily show how he plays all the other maps. iSit is taking a stand. Oh, man. iSit gets up. You guys would be great YouTubers. Blue is more pop, but blue is completely helpless. I really hope that blue says something. I mean, the fact that we actually, since it's a recorded game, would be able to see their chat. I mean, I hope it's not too aggressive. But I hope blue's like, WTF do I do, you know? And imagine being a new player and then seeing cannon galleons that fire this fast. You'd probably think it was a cheat code. Compared to a regular cannon galleon as well, it's insane. It's not like comparing Ethiopian arbalest to a standard arbalest, where one fires slightly faster. This is like 10 times faster than a standard cannon galleon. Crazy. A siege workshop. I guess that's the next. This is the only spot that's safe, right? Yep, it's the only spot that's safe. Okay. As that villager somehow walks through. Make a lumber camp? What are you doing, dude? Okay, here comes the infantry. I think this is probably going to just be a distraction technique. I think blue is going to try and make a cannon, a bombard cannon. I think if Spanish were actually picked for water maps and we saw these cannon galleons more frequently, it would 100% be nerfed. But because you never see this, it's not something that's ever seen as OP. And Onager! Oh no, he's gonna try everything. Blue just doesn't know what to do. Oh man. That's 15 range for the cannon galleons. The people speculating on that. Oh, the farm's getting denied. And red is back on the island, and he's walling more. What? He's back to sit. This is freaking nuts. This is freaking nuts. How do you counter it? Well, you make a lot of fast fire ships. Fast fire ships would do it. But at this point, blue doesn't really have the res. Like, when he was losing these docks, he should have just redocked somewhere else and invested into fire ships and galleons. He did have the res then to be able to do it. But it's also... It's hard to want to redock when you've just lost 6 of docks and are surrounded. So... All right, here come Trebs again. I don't know why blue did that. I think blue maybe just saw the fast fires. But rip! That Treb didn't even get a shot off. Blue, I think, must have noticed this, but there's a cannon galleon here protecting it. Wouldn't you feel so amazing if you're in red's position? Like, the amount of dominance that's being displayed right now is incredible. He owns blue. Blue cannot make a move without it being spotted. What about relic situation? It's currently 0-0. This is all blue has left of his town. Oh, no. Oh, God. Anywhere he moves, he's getting raped by cannon galleons. Oh, he's going to try onagers. As red kind of moving this way. Oops, that's Gaia. Here we go. He'll see the mining camp. He'll see the castle. I think he can range that. He's just kind of looking to see what blue's up to right now. And the funny thing is red still has less population. But blue's population is more useless. But in theory, red can never defeat blue. Because blue can sit right there in the middle. So blue, like, he's creating some stuff. He just created some vills.
Then got stomped on.
Yeah, we'll see what the next move is here. Red does not like to make military on lands. He's a very defensive player, so gonna have to see something change, or one of the players just gives up. There's a part of me that really wishes red was like slightly taunting blue, not in an extremely disrespectful way, because that I wouldn't like. But if he's just like, "What you gonna do, bro?" Like something like that. Now, that would frustrate a lot of people, and rightly so, but, you know, it would be kind of funny if he's like, "We've got you surrounded. Come out with your hands up." Crazy. Hey, thank you, Davi, for the new sub. Matt, welcome back. Yasha, thank you, and Chupta, thanks for the funny joke earlier, and 5,000 score lead definitely helps the morale. Both players could possibly be AFK right now. I don't know what red... Okay, red's loading up his transport ship. And he's making more elite cannon galleons and more fire ships. I just love how he made a dozen... Like, this is apparently a strategy he does all the time. Because he played a lot of migration with Spanish. I just love how he still made trade cogs by accident, thinking they were fast fire ships. And we laugh at that, but I actually did that when DE came out because they look so similar, and also because of a hotkey issue. Okay, this is all blue has. This is what's left of blue's army and blue's eco. He's got a little bit of gold income. He's got a castle. He's making trebs. Why is he making a university, I wonder? Oh, did he not get chemistry earlier? Does he have chemistry? Castle? He doesn't have chemistry. So he couldn't make bombard cannons. Now, bombard cannons would be awful. Thinking maybe that's the way to go. Now, he doesn't have ballistics. Red got that, and now red has found an area where he can attack. I think his walls should give him some vision, right? Yep, so he can see the gold miners. But he's just, like, waiting. He could honestly go AFK. If he fully surrounds, there's genuinely nowhere blue can go. Okay, workshop went down. Wait, did blue delete that, or what happened there? Hold on a second. Was it taken out? He made a lumber camp there. Oh. Okay, so he deleted it then. All right, there we go. Making a lumber camp where the workshop was. I guess he didn't want it to be... This lumber camp doesn't seem safe, right? Yeah, that lumber camp's not safe. So he's that desperate for safe wood that he had to build it there. Oh, he's going through here. Can he make it? Oh, no, the villager got sniped. He's trying to make it to the other area of his town, man. He's gotta feel so helpless. Ah! Now, the Trebs have 16 range, and the Cannon Galleons have 15 range. So, technically, the Trebs would win. But you have to be very, 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 very careful. And it would also mean that this will be the new longest game of AoE 2 ever. Because that would take forever. Where are the relics on this map? I honestly don't know. Are there no relics generated here? That's weird. Yeah, no relics on migration, apparently. Mr. Yak says, how is he not raging in chat? I don't know. Some people don't rage. Maybe he's going to say, respect, bro. Great strat. Or maybe he's going to make fun of his mom. You know, you never really know. It is the internet after all.
Cool stuff. Enjoying good content.
We would be able to see their chat interaction because this is a recorded game. And this is an epic game. I know that there's a lot of newbie stuff here. I hope you guys at least recognize that even though there were some things that players could have done differently, that this is still, at this level, is like brilliant in a lot of ways. The resources for Red are looking good, but Red has shown as he's going to take out this castle now, and probably the mining camp and probably the tower. He does not like to make paladins or champions or anything like that. No blacksmith upgrades. Murder holes! That'll save you. No, not really. Murder holes will not really help blue in the slightest. But it makes you feel more comfortable, and I'm sure blue is not feeling very comfortable right now. So to research that tech, just in case units arrive to your castle and they're beneath it, it makes you feel better about life. What's also funny is how blue cannot see that red is mining these resources. Look at that. Look at everything that's going on beyond the fog of war. It's not visible to him, which seems somewhat calculated, but it's not. And what the... A tape. Red! Red's gonna make a TC there? What in the world is that TC? Why not make it like here, next to Woodline or something? Alright, well, blue's completely surrounded. I don't know how long this is gonna go, guys, so strap in. But blue's not giving up yet. Now, blue will see that, so that does change things and make this interesting. It could be Treb down. Okay, and blue's not gonna send his military. Instant reaction. There's nothing else for him to do. So, it makes sense that he would see it. I think that we'll just see the Cannon Galleons loop over there then. TC. Did he delete that? I think. Maybe it got destroyed. Either way, TC's down. And now blue's running away.
Mande? Presta.
Red! Red! Come on, man. It's fine. These people are safe. These people are safe too. You don't need more walls. You don't need to do this. Listen, it's fine. Where are these villagers going? Oh, they see the gold. This is not under Red's control. The villagers know gold is there, so they're gonna die eventually. And now blue's kind of aware that Red has been over here on these resources. And he's probably like, dang it. He's probably angry with himself. Blue! Oh my god! The villagers could actually be escorted down to this side to get this gold. Red was controlling it. There's Cannon Galleons there, so they can make it. Meanwhile, more walls over here from iSit. And that villager... I don't know if the wall is being selected or the villager's being selected, but it's awfully close. It's gotten to the point where blue actually used a Treb against a villager there. Yeah, I mean, there's so much golden stone under Red's control right now. And blue's using Trebs against... Oh, the walls. I thought he was using the Trebs against the Cannon Galleons. I thought there were more Cannon Galleons here before, but maybe they're removed.
I sit, I wall, I sail, I sneak, I win.
I sit, I wall, I sail, I sneak, I win. Oh, I love that. And blue's like, well, what do? I'm gonna make halbs. Because that's all I know. That's all I know with goths. What better way to completely neutralize that goth infantry spam than surround it with Cannon Galleons? Unbelievable, man. And again, we can assume, based on the profile of iSit, that, excuse me, iSit probably does this every time Migration's played. Which means we have many games to watch. The content is never ending. I don't know. I don't really know what more I can say. Hey, on a scale of 1 to 10, how much has this impressed you, viewers? Some of you might be at a 2, and that's fine. I'm personally at a 10 just because it just the way it played out. He basically gave up. He took the middle, right? He put all this focus on the middle with walls, and it made Blue think, "Oh God, I've got to take the middle." Blue did that, and it played right into Red's hand. It was a freaking trap. Blue put all of his focus, all of his build, everything towards the middle, and now he's surrounded. It's a masterpiece here. This is wonderful. I just don't know how the game ends. Because if Red is never going to go for champions or something in the middle, we're just going to be sitting here for the next hour. So, I mean, eventually, I think Blue might need to come to the realization that there's just no chance for him. But at the same time, you know, Red's got to kill him some way. Crazy game. Crazy, crazy, crazy game. Maybe we'll see something cheeky like bombard cannons come in on the shoreline and they'll like roll in, fire, and then roll back to the shore. Woo! The Blue's continuing, and he doesn't want to let these villagers escape. It seems to me he has clicked the enemy transport ship. Haha! You cannot escape these lands? I will treb down your transport, fool! Oh God! No way! Oh man! If that treb shot would have been a second later, that would have been hilarious. Oh man, those villagers are like, whoo! That was a close one, man. I knew we should have taken the ship on the left. All right, go the Vills. Resources are looking great for Red. Still mining gold, right? These villagers are bugged out, but that's not a big deal. Still have stone, which I think he's probably where he's going. Blue is just... Well, Blue actually looks like he wants to take what's left of that. I can't tell if that's gold or stone. Is that stone? Can't click it. I can't tell. But I can tell you the treb's gone down. And that this treb is going to go down as well. Kind of looks like stone, but I think he was mining gold earlier. This villager's trying to make it through there, and she cannot do that. And yep, okay, that's just like I thought. Here comes Red. He's going to take this stone. Oh, man. Turkish Trading, thanks for 23, man. It's been a bit. Sally, hello. He says, glad to finally see a stream again. Hope you're feeling better. I am feeling great. In a good mood today, having fun. I've only coughed a few times, not as much as I thought I would, so it seems that's disappearing too, so. Very grateful, guys, to be healthy again. It was such a brutal couple weeks, and
13 months is more than 1 year.
I miss doing
Hope
this.
you're well.
All right. Onager goes down. I have to hand it to Red and Blue for how stubborn they are. Both players do have... Oh, finally a Treb gets a kill! There's hope! Both players do kind of have their own reasons to stay in the game, though. Blue, because Red is never attacking him on land. He still will have villagers. He still will have military. And Red, because Blue cannot leave the island. But if you think of, like, the location of their existence, it is better to have the center island than not, right? So if Red is wasteful and loses ships, and he's wasteful a lot over a course of a very long time, then in theory he won't be able to make anymore. But I feel like this game is just gonna never end.
Scheduled to coincide with mine, but to finally see a stream again. Lol hype.
What's up, 8 Ivory? The schedule should be pretty good. Yeah, I think you'll be able to see some streams. Glad you can make it.
80.
What's up, Mouse
Glad
Puddles?
to hear you survived.
Yeah, man, I survived. Barely, but I survived.
3 years, oh boy. T90 hype for new badges, T90 go.
Should blue raid with Huskarls? They're... You know, I think what blue needs to... Like, at this point, this is just going to continue and continue and continue. And it's not... Nothing's really changing for blue. So, I will maintain that blue still needs to try and win water. Now, I don't know if that's doable, because red has so much on water now. But there are areas where he could sneak up docks. Maybe sell food and then make fast fire ships. Someone is wondering if red can get spies. Oh my goodness, actually. Okay, so spies is 200 times however many villagers the enemy has. So 30 times 200. I'm sorry, I can't do that math in my head. I guess it's like 30. Isn't that 6,000 gold? Quick math, I think that's 6,000 gold. So right now, it's not realistic to get spies. But yeah, maybe with that much gold, it's in his near future. But yeah, blue just needs to try and get a dock up. Maybe what you could even do is get a dock up and then get a transport out. And then try. The thing is, red doesn't really have great economy. What are you even raiding over here? It's 9 farmers. There's a castle there. Cannon galleons could get pulled over. Yeah, iSit just spent a lot of his resources on queuing up more fast fires and more cannon galleons. Like a while back, I said that blue could win it with water, but with the lack of gold income long term and the lack of wood income long term, he's eventually not going to be able to mine any gold or chop any wood. And his infantry's useless.
Happy to see you smile.
And they actually get destroyed too. He's got to be really careful. Man. What's up, Adam? I am feeling good. Yep. Yeah, probably the first day I'm feeling like really, really good. Like I said when I spoke to you, like on Saturday, I was feeling all right, but I was not at 100%. So we're just going to hop into the transport here, I guess. Maybe red misclicked it. Okay, villagers are going to go down. And blue has almost played 2 hours to die like this, like that taunt. Blue, I don't know what's happening here. Blue they must be trying to escape. Okay, blue has reached the point where he's getting disheartened by this now. Yep, he's been completely surrounded for some time. Oh! And red just says LMFAO. Red is enjoying this so much. He says, "What are you doing?" Question mark. Oh boy. Oh boy, what are you doing? He says as blue is trying to escape. Woo! Well, to be fair, what is blue doing? Probably not. You have to let the enemy come to the realization that they're dead by themselves. But there's nothing blue can do. I mean, he continues to get wrecked. I think red is enjoying the sight of wrecking the halberdiers with the cannon galleons. Everywhere they go, they're just going to die. Here he is attacking walls, and everything was dying there too. But to be fair, on the other side of things, red also needs to, he needs to finish him off at this point, right? That is not his style, though, as he's buying some wood. He clearly, and you can see it in the name, likes to sit. Jalindor, who's a sub here in my chat, says, "How do I go grocery shopping and come back to the same game?" You have a very long, very unique game, but I don't know when you left, but depending on how long your grocery shopping was, you missed some key moments here. Somehow red is completely surrounded blue, something I've never ever seen before. And I've seen plenty of migration games, don't get me wrong. But this strategy takes the cake. You know when you think of strategies and you think it's brilliant, and then you try it in a game and it's just not realistic, and then you get all bummed out? Well, this is one that red probably thought of, practiced it a little bit, and it actually works. Maybe not at 1,000 elo, maybe only works down here at 600 elo. But it's actually working. And blue continues to try. He's making more halves. No! How long is this game going to be? Is Blue gonna do this until he's completely out of resources? Because he has a lot of wood and a lot of food. And Goth Halberdiers are very cheap. You have to try and dock, Blue. You have to try and dock. Ear Red is chopping wood for the person asking. 16 villagers. 5 are idle against 30, 10 are idle. Hold on, what's the timeline look like? Oh my god! What is that timeline? Oh my god, I've never seen anything like that, bro. Woo! I like how it's at a point where this lumberjack is so important to Blue's chances. These lumberjacks certainly more important than that, but... Alright. Comes more units. I don't know what Blue is expecting to accomplish every time he comes over here. I'm really hoping iSit isn't a massive jerk about it. He just says, question mark, seriously, dude. But iSit, seriously, dude, make champions. Like, there's an argument to be made on both sides, right? But Blue has a population which is still in some ways winnable if he were to try and get back in the water. So you are literally sitting there, and you're like, why won't you resign? Maybe you should make land military. Just kill him, right? Just kill him. Now, you see the score. I mean, from Red's perspective, Blue doesn't have like anything on the map. So I can kind of understand it. Oh my goodness. That's actually pretty crazy vision right there. Look at what Red's covering. I didn't think about it like that. Yep, Blue doesn't really have much. It definitely doesn't feel like Blue has 77 pop. That said, 51 of that is useless military, so I suppose that makes sense. Okay. But question for you guys. If someone was telling you to resign, are you going to resign faster or are you going to resign slower? You're probably going to resign slower. Yeah. If you want to call it for me, buddy, guess what? I have a lot of resources, and I'm going to chew through those resources. And not sure what you're expecting here, but you're not playing another game tonight. Oh, Blue is just trying so hard, man. He can't get in close enough. The pointy boys are not pointy enough. Like, the funny thing about that was Red was right next to the shoreline. So Blue's like, we got a chance. Yes, we got a chance. Let's go. And then Red just backs away and there's nothing he can do. Like, maybe on like 10 onagers with the Halbs as a distraction could do something, but it just seems like Red's got so much. I'm a little concerned. I don't know how long this game is going to go. And I could, with these resources, see it going on for another hour at least.
Yeah?
I don't exactly want it to go on for another hour. Let me do this. I'm going to speed up with the wreck. Oh. Oh my god! Wait a second. Frasier says, I'm going to bed. iSit says, okay. Frasier says, have fun. GG. And Frasier says, AFK lol. And iSit says, yeah. This is the conversation. We were a little bit behind the wreck. Oh, boy. 600 Elo players. What are you doing? It's not that important. Just resign. One of you. Oh, boy. Finally, Frasier speaks. And then Red says, yeah, it will be done in 5 minutes, XD. Okay. All right. So there was a point in my life, and this was many, many years ago, where I got salty and said something similar to Blue. I said I was going to leave the computer. I didn't. I sat there, and I was just like, I watched it happen and acted because I didn't want to give him the satisfaction to know that I was there. Frasier says, is there a time limit?
There are no
Okay, Blue didn't understand what he meant by saying it'd be finished in 5 minutes. And Red says, no, I mean I will finish you in 5 minutes, XD. You know I'm rich on resources. Just the way he said that. You know I'm rich with resources. Oh. Woo! Well, and listen, unless these cannon galleons are suddenly going to get more range, bro, you're going to have to do something more than sit to kill him. Like, I'm not seeing any signs that he actually is going to do anything about this. Woo, now I'm dying. Okay. So, I would say that the banter back and forth and any possible saltiness back and forth, it was respectable levels, and they both took it about as far as the other. That said, oh, Blue is not AFK. Blue is not AFK. I told you he'd be there. He was there the whole time. He is not AFK. He's not in bed unless he brought his laptop to bed with him, in which case, very tricky, Blue. That's a loophole I did not think of. He is queuing up halberdiers and halberdiers and halberdiers, and guess what? More halberdiers.
Attacking
And
the
Red's
small
dropping a
town
castle
square
here.
island with opponent
Now, it could be that Blue just wants to produce as many units as possible, so it takes Red longer to kill him. I suppose, in theory, Red could just slowly creep in with castle drops, and then he will have stuck to his game plan of not making any offensive military.
Hey, sir.
But Blue is here now, and Blue is going to go after the castle. And that amount of helps should take out the castle. I don't think the castle spot's too great to be protected by the cannon galleon. Oh, actually, it might be. All right, so Blue is playing Age of Empires in his sleep. Red feels like he's some absolute god. He's so good. Oh my goodness. And he's just so satisfied with himself right now. Woo! What a beast. 600 elo beast over here. And he's like, Mwahahahaha. And Blue just says, lol. The castle's gonna go down. And the populations are very close. And Freyja, I kind of like Freyja. Freyja says, they are so strong. He's like, I can't even be mad. I'm just impressed. iSit says, yeah. Or ye. Ye know how strong they are. You know what else is strong? Pointy boys and Treb. Castle's down. 110 pop versus 115 pop. Even your ships are afraid of them. I think Freyja was saying his halves were strong. And I think Red was saying that his cannon galleons were strong. So both players think that whatever they're making is really strong. Oh, God. Basic communication is very difficult. And here comes Blue. And this seems like it's going to be suicide. But he can make so many more halves. Is Red's just going to back away? This is so ridiculous. Wheelbarrow! Wheelbarrow! Nikov! 2 hours and 12 minutes! Oh, no wonder iSit got so good at the game. He's been training with Nikov all these years. Well, the House are getting some decent kills. But the cannon galleons are ultimately going to kill the Halbs. And I guess Blue's just going to make more of them. And Blue says, you can have this one, smiley face. GG. And Red gives him the GG back. Blue says it was fun. Wow, that's a wholesome ending right there. I'd like to think that iSit said, like, respect, bro, and they talked a little bit about the strategy afterwards. You can't see chat after the game actually ends. But I'm glad that Freyja didn't actually go AFK. I'm glad that he said the things that he did, and that was a solid ending. I'd like to think that they went off to play a 2v2 on migration together. iSit going cannon galleons and Freyja going halberdiers. Who could stop them if they were to combine forces? Nobody could stop them. But what a legendary game. Like, I wish I had a mini-map time-lapse of what happened in this game because it was, they had their separate sides. Then red started to wall the middle. He baited blue in through those walls and then completely surrounded him. Blue's focus was not on the water. And he was at 210 pop at one point in this game. It wasn't like he was just sitting there at 90 pop. Look at what this timeline looked like at the hour mark. How is that a game that red somehow wins? I just love the wheelbarrow right there at the very end. That just makes this timeline so much more beautiful. It was a unique strategy, a strategy that probably only works with Spanish, only works on migration. Can't say that I've really, there's one-trick pony civilizations and one-trick pony strategies. Where, you pick a civ on a certain map and you streamline it for that map. Like Celts on Arabia with Huang, Incas back when the villagers were affected by blacksmith upgrades. But Spanish on migration, this has never been a thing before. Wow. When you look at the overall KD, iSit was not, you can consider the Cannon Galleons offensive, I suppose, but he just sat for the most part. He made castles and trebs and walls, and then Cannon Galleons. He didn't make Paladin, he didn't make Champion, he didn't get Blacksmith upgrades. 523 kills, 107 deaths. And in terms of economy, this is interesting, but probably no surprise, blue with more food and wood, which worked well with the halbs until the halbs were completely useless. It was very close with the gold. Wow. 17,918 for 17,919 gold. iSit did have a lot more stone, though, and more exploration. And I'm just speechless, man. What a ridiculous game. I don't even know what I'm going to title that one, but I will tell you this. Freyja plays a lot of low Elo Legend Goths. I've seen Freyja play before. It's not the first time Freyja's been in low Elo Legends. So there's not much to investigate there. Freyja picks Goths, booms, and just spams, or Freya, I don't know how to say it, just spams infantry. But iSit is very unique. The arena game that I told you about literally just sat there for 4 hours with defensive siege, though I didn't see all of that game, and then plays migration a lot. And my guess is we probably see that strategy every single time. So players I will continue to look into, hopefully have more videos on it, but one of the more unique games you will ever see there. That was ridiculous. And by the way, that was way more ridiculous than I thought that would be today, guys. I knew that it was a player who would sit back. I did not know we would see Cannon Galleons. So I'm pleasantly surprised myself.